Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. I have a whole bunch of comic books to talk about this week that I picked up. So I'm doing another haul video. If these are popular in the channel, I'll keep making them. I don't mind talking about all the books that I picked up this week. So let's go check out the other angle here and go over all the books that I picked up for the week of October 23rd. All right, we're going to start with Marvel. So first up, we have X-Men #6. I haven't read this one yet, but of course, Magic is in the cover, so I'm very excited. Ryan Stegman, Jed McKay, Nathan Diaz, I think, is filling in this issue. We also have the Alien Romulus #1. This is the prequel comic to the film. We have a full review for it on the channel. A lot of you guys have actually been watching that, so I appreciate that very much. We also have Iron Man #1, Jasmine Putri cover, fantastic stuff. I have a review for this on the channel as well. Make sure to go check it out. And then we have The Avengers 19. I will have an upcoming review for this. But that's all the Marvel stuff that I actually picked up this week. Not too many things actually compared to some other weeks. Let's do indie. We have actually quite a great smattering of indie comics this week. So let's start with, first of all, the anthology that I'm really enjoying. This is Hello Darkness #4. I've talked about this book a little bit in the past. We have a bunch of stories, really cool creators, really well worth picking this up. Another book that I'm really looking forward to reading, The Power Fantasy #3. Just fantastic stuff from Karen Gillan and Casper Wingard. This issue, I hear, really elevates things, so I'm looking forward to reading that. Next, we have The Moon is Following Us #2, Daniel Warren Johnson, with artist Riley Rossmo. This is the Daniel Warren Johnson cover, so I like that they're both doing covers. Really gives me a chance to kind of pick in between. One of my favorite books this week, probably my favorite indie book this week, The Sacred Damned. This is as part of the Horizon Experiment line over at Image. Highly recommend you check this out. We also have a full review for it on the channel. Another book that we have a review for, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #3, Jason Aaron. This is the Leonardo issue, art by Cliff Chang, who goes extra hard in this one. Speaking of going really hard, we have from the Universal Monsters line over at Image Skybound, Frankenstein. This is issue #3. Michael Walsh retelling a fantastic story of Frankenstein. And last but not least, this is a re-release. This is issue 1 of the Tom King Peter Gross book, Animal Pound, the pen and ink edition. What makes this a little bit special, it's in black and white, and then along the margins, you'll see that there's a little bit of director commentary, whether it's the writer, the artist. Yeah, some really cool stuff in this one. Highly encourage you, if you like the process of making comic books and like seeing how it goes, or maybe if you're even an aspiring comic book creator, these pen and ink editions give you a lot of insight on how these books are done. All right, next up, we're gonna have our DC stuff. Now, there's a lot of DC for this week, uh, because it was just a really big relaunch week with all their all-in titles. First, we have Absolute Wonder Woman #1. This is the main cover, Hayden Sherman cover, but I also picked up a few variants. Wes Craig did a variant for Absolute Wonder Woman as well. I think this one's really cool. It does have the card stock, so that's really nice. And then, of course, for whenever I go to the next convention, we have a blank cover, so I can get a really nice sketch. If you saw my Dallas Fantasy video, you'll see that I got a Batman sketch on my Absolute Batman one. So I'm looking forward to getting a Wonder Woman sketch on this one. Next, we have a little foil, so hopefully it looks all right. This is a Green Lantern Dark #1, new book from the Elseworlds story. Luckily, I can show you the main cover. These all have these variant covers. I think it's easier to print, I guess, if they have the main cover just and then put a new cover wrap around. Um, this is a great book. We have a full review for it on the channel. And then last but not least, Nightwing number 119. I'll have an upcoming review for this. I recently read this and it was very, very good. All right, now we have more DC books, but these are little specialty things. So you will probably won't see me picking these up every week. First is our Absolute Batman number 2, Ash Can. This is a few pages from the upcoming issue of Absolute Batman. I was really lucky to find this at the shop. I'm so glad they had one. It is a little pricey, I will say, but definitely worth it as a fun collectible, especially because I love the series so much. And then next, hopefully, we'll be able to see a lot of these. But you know how these foils go. This looks to be the last week of these Dave Marcus foils. So here is the Superman 19 with Lois. She has Superman powers at the moment in the series. So I don't know how that's gonna play out. We have a review for that coming up. Next, we have the relaunch of Detective Comics 1090 with Oracle, Barbara Gordon in the cover. Really cool foil. I need to clean these out before I put them in my little bag, but I knew I was going to be making this video, so I figured might as well. We have Harley Quinn 44. Like I said, another. These are all going to be foiled in the next few as we close out the video. But yeah, Harley Quinn number 44. We have the new Power Girl as well. Power Girl number 14. Really cool. I really like the look of this one. It just works really well as she's flying right at the viewer. You already saw that I bought Nightwing 119, but here is the foil cover that I picked up as well. Maybe I'll do a follow video with all my foil covers of this series, so you can see all the ones that I picked up. And we have this is the Green Arrow number 17. I did read this issue. I don't think I'll keep buying this series for now. That might be something that I just like. I'll just trade wait. And then last but definitely not least, we have the Flash number 14. Once again, this really cool foil cover, and you guys just getting a big peek at the what the process looks like behind the camera. So I thought that was all the books for the week, but then I remember that this week we also had book club over at Boomerang. Boomerang is an LCS that's a little bit further for me, so I only go there whenever we have book club. But I did pick up a few things. First, we have the DC Horror Presents number 1. This is the Dave Johnson cover. I actually was picking between this and the Francesco Francavilla cover, and the people at the shop told me that this is the cover I should pick. Like I asked multiple people, and then something that I had missed in the weeks prior is the Batman and Robin year 1. Even though I got to read it, um, I had not picked the actual book up. I forgot to pick it up from my shop, which is great. I like this variant a lot. And then, as I mentioned, we have the original cover here anyway. So I wonder if somebody would ever just like, take out the extra cover. Now, all right. So the rest of the upcoming stuff is actually was something that I picked up. That was just they had free at the shop. It is the trick or read event that they do usually for the Halloween time. First of all, DC did put out this AEW Origins book. So if you're a fan of wrestling, this has all the stories for everyone on the cover, all compiled into one issue. The pretty cool cover. And then I picked up some of this trick or read. These are free books at my shop. So if you're not doing anything Halloween, maybe stop by your shop. Maybe they'll still have some of these. So we have Spider Boy number 1. It's a reprint of that. We have the Fantastic Four issue where Doctor Doom is riding at Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't remember which issue it is exactly, but this is a reprint of that. We also have a Kylo Ren Star Wars Age of the Resistance reprint from his one shot. This is another trick or read. And these are just books because they want to get people into comic books. So obviously they want to give something out for free. And then last but not least, we have another ash can from Distillery, The City Beneath Her Feet. This is a James Tynion Elsa Charretier book that is coming up from Distillery. I'm very excited to get into it. I really love those creators. So that will do it for the books for the week. So yeah, big week, exciting stuff out there. Can't wait to get through everything. I've read a lot of it from the pile already, but there's still so much to read. There's always so many more books to read, and it's pretty amazing that we live in an age of comics where it's never ending books. So if you picked up any of these books, let me know what you thought about them down in the comments. And stay tuned because I'll do more of these haul videos when it comes to showing you what I picked up for the week. Also, make sure to tune in Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time when we do our lives. And stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. As always, thank you for watching, everyone.